Titania.
Oh no, they're repeating bits, as if they don't do that enough. The episode starts with an ad for Titanic's line of beauty products. I like that she narrates, stars, leads, and personally sells her products. It reminds me of how I produced this series. Then we cut to Jennifer in her house when she's surprised by her dumb man cousin. Her cousin has been offering attorney-at-law autographs on attorney-at-law products. Jennifer tells him that she doesn't endorse the product, and then he mansplains about trademark law.
You know, Jen, the way trademark works is whoever gets there first gets it, you know? So if you would have done yours first, then she wouldn't have been able to have done that, you know?
She-Hulk goes to Titanic's event to confront her about the trademark lawsuit. Jennifer calls her a snake oil saleswoman in both metaphorical and literal terms, then leaves. Boring-ass scene. There's a lot of those this episode. Back in her office, attorney-at-law is seething over the lawsuit while Nikki tries her best to help, while attorney-at-law is being extremely unhelpful. Attorney-at-law.
It's just a thing that happened to me.
That is a really good perspective to have.
I do admit, though, there are parts of it that I enjoy.
Not long after, Publice approaches Nikki to help him get some Air Jordans. Nikki's like, yeah, I'll do it, but we need to get attorney-at-law some drip. Publice agrees to the terms and goes to the drip broker. I didn't make that up. That's what the episode calls him. The drip broker refers the duo to a boba tea shop.
This is a boba cafe.
我们不是警察.
What is that, Chinese? I'm not Chinese.
No! She's no longer my favorite character. But it's a boba tea shop that is actually a front for a bootleg merchandise store that is actually a front for Art Rosenbaum's superhero suit business. Art Rosenbaum doesn't want to see them until they say attorney-at-law is an Avenger. We set up an appointment, then we see attorney-at-law in her boss's office.
Why did I pass a billboard on Santa Monica Boulevard today advertising a She-Hulk booty boost smoothie?
Her boss is concerned that if they don't handle the suit, then it will impact the firm's reputation. He assigns Bukaki's next wife to the case.
Well, I'm surprised and relieved you aren't foolish enough to try to represent yourself. At least you know that basic rule.
Bukaki's next wife is very condescending towards attorney-at-law because attorney-at-law is an overconfident bitch. Bukaki's next wife says that attorney-at-law needs some drip and the scene ends. Now we're in the most reused set I've ever seen in a Marvel show where attorney-at-law is starting her countersuit against Titanic.
The defendant is exploiting goodwill towards my client and her better-known cousin in order to sell her non-FDA-approved sham products.
You smoked that gas station weed!
Bukaki's next wife manages to extend the case, but they need evidence that Jennifer acknowledges herself as attorney-at-law. Meanwhile, attorney-at-law goes to see Art Rosenbaum. Art Rosenbaum is like, bitch, you're ugly, get out. Then Nikki continues being the best wingman ever.
Avenger the Hulk is her cousin.
By blood?
Yeah.
Attorney-at-law proves that she's a grower and not a shower, then Art Rosenbaum agrees to make her suits. Back at the office, Bukaki's next wife is talking to one of the bad men from last episode, and attorney-at-law agrees to go on a date with him because she's both insufferably overconfident and annoyingly prone to manipulation. Just the worst. Nikki tells Jennifer that her taste in men is dog-ass, and it gives her an idea. She can bring all the bad men to the stand, and they can testify that she identifies as attorney-at-law. That works. The main conflict of the episode is resolved. This is another short-ass episode and could have used a more fleshed-out B-plot. Like, what the fuck? Jennifer and Bukaki's next wife grab a drink. Jennifer fucks it up as she does, and then...
Oh, yeah, my clothes.
Shut the fuck up!
Attorney-at-law goes back to Art Rosenbaum, gets her new business suits alongside a new super suit, and the episode ends. This episode is way too short. The villain is just the worst. There's not any action, no notable jokes. All it does is tease for better stuff in the future. 3 out of 10, trademark something stupid before the corporations grab it.
Tinsley, does client confidentiality mean nothing to you?